Portugal came into the 2026 FIFA World Cup as one of the favourites. A squad packed with world-class talent, elite midfielders, experienced leaders, and exciting young stars. Yet, despite all that quality, their journey ended in the round of 16. So what went wrong? Was it tactics, team selection, over-reliance on Cristiano Ronaldo, or did they simply meet a better Spain side? Let's break it down from a tactical, technical, and psychological perspective. Portugal's identity. Portugal were one of the tournament's most balanced teams. They weren't built around endless possession like Spain, nor were they purely a counter-attacking side. Instead, Roberto Martinez's team wanted to control matches through intelligent possession, quick combinations, and an energetic midfield. Their biggest strength wasn't actually the attack. It was the midfield. Vitinha, João Neves, and Bruno Fernandes gave Portugal control, technical security, and excellent ball progression. When Portugal dominated games, it was usually because these three dictated the tempo. Tactical strengths. 1. Midfield control. Portugal consistently overloaded central areas. Vitinha dropped deep to receive possession. João Neves covered enormous defensive ground. Bruno Fernandes operated between the lines looking for killer passes. This structure allowed Portugal to escape pressure better than most teams in the tournament. 2. Defensive organization. Without the ball, Portugal stayed compact. The defensive line rarely became stretched. Their midfield worked tirelessly to protect the back four. This meant opponents often struggled to create clear-cut chances. Portugal defended space rather than chasing the ball. 3. Intelligent full-backs. Nuno Mendes and João Cancelo added width while also supporting attacks through underlapping runs. Instead of simply crossing, they frequently combined with midfielders inside. This made Portugal unpredictable during the build-up. Where everything started going wrong. Portugal's biggest issue wasn't defending. It was creating chances. Too many attacks slowed down in the final third. Instead of quick combinations, Portugal often looked for Cristiano Ronaldo too early. When defenders focused on Ronaldo, the movement around him became predictable. The midfield could progress the ball. The defense could recover possession. But inside the penalty area, Portugal lacked variety. Elite teams quickly adapted. The Spain match. Spain understood Portugal's strengths perfectly. Instead of pressing recklessly, Spain controlled possession and patiently stretched Portugal's defensive block. Portugal defended brilliantly for long periods. However, defending for 90 minutes against Spain requires complete concentration. Eventually, Spain found the decisive moment. Portugal's structure finally cracked. That single lapse ended their World Cup. Ironically, Portugal didn't lose because they were dominated. They lost because they couldn't punish Spain when opportunities appeared. At this level, efficiency decides tournaments. Individual player analysis. Vitinha, Portugal's most influential player. He controlled the tempo, escaped pressure, and constantly progressed the ball. Whenever Portugal looked comfortable, Vitinha was usually involved. João Neves, one of the hardest working midfielders in the tournament. Excellent pressing, outstanding positioning, huge defensive contribution. Nuno Mendes, outstanding both defensively and offensively. His recovery pace allowed Portugal to defend aggressively. One of Portugal's best performers. Bruno Fernandes, created dangerous situations but often lacked runners making aggressive movements beyond the defensive line. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo still offered leadership, movement inside the box, and a goal threat. However, Portugal's attack became too dependent on finding him. Against elite defenses, predictability becomes a weakness. The issue wasn't Ronaldo himself. The issue was Portugal's attacking structure revolving around a single reference point. Psychological analysis. Portugal never lacked confidence. They remained disciplined. They believed in their system. But once Spain scored, Portugal struggled emotionally. The urgency increased. Decision-making became rushed. Instead of calmly building attacks, they forced difficult passes. That emotional shift ultimately prevented a comeback. Final verdict. Portugal did not fail because they lacked talent. They arguably possessed one of the strongest squads in the tournament. Their downfall came from small details. A predictable attacking structure, limited creativity in the final third, and an inability to convert possession into high-quality chances against elite opposition. Defensively, Portugal were excellent. Technically, they were among the best. Tactically, they were well coached. But winning the World Cup requires clinical finishing in decisive moments. Portugal were close, just not clinical enough. Do you think Portugal relied too heavily on Cristiano Ronaldo? Or was Spain simply the better team? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep tactical breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more football analysis every week.